Hi everybody, thanks for sticking around so long. We were just asked to give a little speech, our personal stories, so we've put together a little bit each. Shani and I have been together in a loving relationship for almost 3 years. As an Australian citizen, Shani is only entitled to remain living and working here in Ireland under the restrictions of a very limiting work permit. If Shani is unable to have her work permit renewed every year, she will be forced to leave the country. Unlike many heterosexual couples in the same situation, we do not have the choice to get married and secure Shani's right to remain in the country. Recently, Shani and I discovered it is possible to have our relationship recognized as a de facto relationship. Having spoken with our solicitor, we were informed that in the eyes of the Department of Justice, it would be considered an infringement of my rights as an Irish citizen to deny my partner the right to stay in the country. In the eyes of the Department of Justice, my sexual orientation is not a stumbling block to granting me and my partner identical rights to those offered to heterosexual couples in the same situation. In order to qualify for the de facto status, Shani and I were obliged to write letters to the Department of Justice verifying the validity of our relationship. Initially, I was outraged at the idea. The prospect of having to declare my love for Shani to a complete stranger in a bid to justify our relationship seemed vile and intrusive to me. But for the sake of the greater good, I accepted the necessity and declared my love for Shani to a bureaucrat with a stamp and the power to influence our future together. Much to our joy, the application was a success. I now find myself wondering if my relationship is valid enough to qualify for de facto status, why then is it not valid enough to qualify for marriage? If it is my Irish citizenship that entitles me to fair and equal treatment from the Department of Justice in relation to de facto, why does this not apply across the board? Why are there certain exclusive areas where my Irish citizenship is overshadowed by my sexual orientation? I am either an Irish citizen or I am not. I am either equal or I am not. It really is that simple. If I thought that it could help, I would write 1,000 letters. I would declare my love for Shani to every government minister in order to win the right to marry her and be on equal standing with my heterosexual friends and family. I would do anything to convince our government leaders to follow the lead of the Department of Justice. Sadly, where it would appear that justice may indeed be blind, our government, however, is deaf and dumb to the needs and the majority of the Irish.
So to follow on from that, like I said, we're telling our personal story today. So I'd like to read you a couple of paragraphs from the letter that I wrote to the Department of Justice in the application for our de facto status. Mia and I are made for each other. We got engaged on the 28th of November, and she is who I choose to spend the rest of my life with happily. She is my rock, my heart, my strength, my support, my best friend, and my deepest love. Without her, I would be half the person I am today. We have helped each other become the people that we strive to be, better people, and we continue to grow together all the time. Our close friends support and cherish the fact that we are a couple. We are individually strong and independent women. Together, we are a strong and loving team. We support, encourage, advise, entertain, and above all, love each other always. I'm not really sure how one goes about writing a letter to validate one's relationship, but all I really can say is that we have a loving, stable home. We are two very professional, fun-natured, respectful, diligent, caring, responsible citizens that care about our community as a whole and the people in it. But above all, we love each other deeper than I had ever imagined possible. So it's this that I demand our government notice. We too are loving families and deserve to be treated equally with full rights to nurture each other and our children in these loving unions. I may choose to do so in half a wedding dress, but I challenge you to define this union as one that is not loving and equal. The population has shown that it's behind us, and now we need the government to follow.